He said you sent me to rob you. Calling the police won't help. These are our tires. Did you start with tires? Started trying in 1 year. Started in 12. After all these years. Made good money at the peak. 50% of the Angolan market. Over 700 varieties now. Over 700 varieties. In Angola, basically. If you can't get this, it's pretty difficult. Here. Is the power supply stable? Now this base 1. Base 2 has electricity. All high voltage power. Is electricity expensive? Electricity is cheap. About 10 cents per kilowatt hour. 10 to 20 cents per kilowatt hour. Right. That's so cheap. The government subsidizes it because they have their own oil. Angola has a natural advantage. Their hydropower is good. So your industry has a lot of design. When you open a mall, besides your main products, you need to attract customers, including us here, expanding another 1,000 SQM soon. Now 3,000 SQM total. We'll expand to 4,000 SQM. Mr. Wang, about your Shujia company. How many Chinese employees? About 120 now. Local staff around 800, 1000. Brother you, how long have you been here? About 12 years. 12 years. What about Mr. Wang? I came to Angola in 05. 05. Almost 18 years. Started with drilling and exploration. Our division now is the best in Angola. Chinese capabilities, vehicles, brickmaking, including soil and water. Mr. Wang, when did you come? 58. Right. Nice. This is the living area. Right, living area. Feels like a Chinese garden. Because I'm from Sunan. From Jiangsu's Sunan region. So we made a Sunan-style garden. This land is quite large. Did you buy it? Yes, 5.5 hectares total. I joke with them. I say jokingly, this is one of my successful investments. Wow, this place is really nice. And I see many security guard posts. Because guard towers. When things were bad, Chinese companies in Angola built guard towers. I was the first. We were robbed 5 times in a year. These are steel coils. Pressed here, right? Yes, those tiles over there. They're steel tiles. Right. Our fleet was based here. Now move to base 2. Base 2 is bigger. See that guard tower too? Guard towers improve security. They control access points underground. Overall, more people below won't help. Yes, so being on guard towers is better. So big, we have the most machines for steel tile production. Maybe many locals aren't well off, so they buy more iron sheet tiles. Right. It's suitable too. Business wisdom. This is a tire warehouse. Right, here too. For tires like these. Director Wang, you're the agent from China. We're from Jiangsu, China's largest tire factory. Jiangsu Tires agent in Hangzhou. Highest market share in 3 overseas countries. Top countries. We make over 1,000 units a year. Over 1,000 units. Right. Just tires. Right. Director Wang, is this your company? It's mine. Impressive. Grew this big in just over 10 years. I came with just $100,000. $100,000. Right. Never owed anyone a dime. Cars are always coming in. Loading and unloading. Sometimes traffic gets blocked. Traffic jams. Today's nothing. Usually Monday to Friday, there's a queue to load here. But John too. And the living area has a large. First floor is mainly offices. Second floor has a conference room. The rest are dorms. This is a small park. Yeah, this small park. This bridge is called Tongji Bridge. Tongji Bridge. It's from Changzhou, meaning helping each other overseas. Nice. Pavilions and a small kiosk. So you built a place like this in Africa. You can still feel like you're back home. Hometown feel. So your family's all back in China? You're here alone. Back in China. I've always been alone overseas. Let's head to the base first. Director Wang, your car is bulletproof too? We have 3 bulletproof cars. We had 4, but one's been retired because we thought, back then, security was bad. We have female staff. Right. We need to keep our female staff safe. Exactly. But things are much better now. The security situation now is better than before. So for bulletproofing a car, how much does it cost? 40 to 50 grand. Had it done in Dubai. Being here for all these years. Have you had any close calls? I got robbed 5 times in 1 year. 5 times in 1 year. Yeah. Between late 08 and 09. That year. Robberies in cities. Back then, in Angola's Chinatown. Pretty legendary. People wondered whether to keep going or quit, right? It's been a while. But thinking back, as men, we have to do what we do, right? If you're told, after being robbed, just quit, I'd feel ashamed. 5 times in 1 year. That would be depressing. I imagine. Yeah. The last time I was robbed, he ransacked our place for over an hour. The guy even told me. He said, I've robbed you 3 times, you know? You know who I am? He robbed you 3 times. Yeah. Same person. Yeah, same person, right? He asked if I knew him. This is my 3rd time robbing you. I didn't even look at him. I said I don't know you. I don't know you, right? He said your boss sent me to rob you. Calling the police won't help. This guy must have been in the military, or maybe a cop or something. Compared to others, he looked more refined. I'll say a few words in English, since I can't speak Mandarin. Then he put a gun to my head and counted. 1, 2, 3. And the money, right? I said I gave you all the money, right? At that moment, I thought I might have lost everything. Later, I kept telling him, over and over again. He asked if it was working. Right? You can't get the money. Then he counted to 2 and stopped. Twice, like that. It was pretty funny at the time, but also felt so desperate. I said he was staring at me. He was right in my face. So what do you do? Because I wasn't strong enough then. I thought, maybe I should start a security company, just for security. That's what I thought, right? But I didn't have the resources then, and I wasn't strong enough. So I came to this Chinese highway. We really emphasize safety here. Our Angola Chinese Joint Defense Team. That's me and Chen Song from our Yoshing company. We started it together. Back then, many Chinese people thought, as long as I take care of myself. Later, Yoshing company moved next to us. After we both agreed, we formed the Angola Joint Defense Team. This is for all Chinese people worldwide. I think it's the first one. Chinese Joint Defense. This is most like a production workshop. This is a production base. We brought in our own high-voltage lines. 15,000-volt high-voltage lines. This door is very heavy. Even moving materials is tough. And the angle for opening the car door is pretty small. This land is about 15 hectares. 15 hectares. 15 hectares, right? That's about 225 mu, right? Wow, that's huge. Now these small machines need to be moved over there. In the future, this highway will be hard to access. These are streetlight poles. Director Wang, I'd like to ask, in terms of Angola, like the building materials you make, do Chinese people have a large market share? I suppose it's a pretty big portion locally. Right now, we're probably #1 in the local market. That's right. Yes. The demand in Africa is indeed quite large. Yes, because when they build roads, right, road construction, towns, parks, all need these materials. So about your steel plates and such, are they made locally? No, steel plates are imported from China. We roll them out. This was our company's first set. First design. The first design needs to be modified now. The top probably wasn't bright enough. New designs are brighter now. This is our environmental protection equipment. This environmental protection. So our products. This factory, this DUXIN. Domestic pollution is also quite strict, very tightly regulated. So our equipment meets domestic standards. When it comes to being eco-friendly, it's all top-notch. So you're really focused on the details. That's just what we do. The project should align, right? This is Yu's first time here too. Just realized how big the company actually is. Angola, he's got roommates. He used to. After the war, during recovery, demand was massive. And us Chinese seized the opportunity. In Africa, I think Angola is still for us Chinese, is still a golden opportunity with great potential. Like Kenya, Tanzania. They don't get this chance. British and Belgian influence is too strong. But Mr. Wang, how did you get into tires? Tires was actually a fluke. I was in geological engineering, right? The thing with geological engineering is you're either slammed, right? Or you've got nothing to do. Nothing to do. Can't make a living. So there's pressure, right? Back then, I didn't have many cars. A car only has 8 tires. A township has hundreds of tires. With 5 or 6 cars, maybe twice a year, right? Something like that. If importing, just import a container, so you don't have to buy from others. Yeah, import a container, then ask if anyone wants them. If they do, I'll buy. Turns out, lots of people wanted them. Buying. Not bad. So before you know it, it grew. Right? So what do you do? Right?